You nervous?
Nah, not really, man. Not really.
Yeah, it's just a couple of boys having a chat.
Exactly it.
Yeah. In the meantime, let's do some introduction. This is my friend. He goes by the name King Earzy. So
That's
he
it.
makes music. He produces his own music. That's him. How old are you? Do you mind me asking?
Now, first off, before I start, I wanted to pay respect to the original custodians of this land, people of the Darug Nation, Eora Nation, and those who are emerging and those who are present. So I'm 28.
Yeah. And then what I really want to ask is like, how did you get into making your music? Like, you just since when you were young, or?
So it's actually a funny story about
Tell me.
music, because like at first I wasn't really growing up. I wasn't really the type of kid that that listened to much music or anything. But at the same time, I did listen to a lot of music because I was a dancer. So growing
Okay.
up, I danced and stuff.
What kind of dancing, like?
So hip hop. So I'm a
Oh, yeah.
self-taught hip hop dancer. I'm self-taught breakdancer and krumper as well.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Like from Step Up, I think it was.
That's my favorite show, man. That's favorite movie, man.
Movie. One
Yeah.
was it one or two?
My favorite is personally my favorite's number 3, but
Three.
number
I know the story.
yeah. But there's what you call it. Number 1 is OG. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Cool. Yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt. I'll continue. I think you were saying about dancing, and then
Yeah, and then so being a dancer, my whole upbringing, my early childhood and that, and as I grew up to my teenage days and stuff, I kind of stopped doing that and fell into like a place called found a place in Liverpool in Sydney called Street University, which introduced me to music.
okay, cool.
Yeah. So I got invited to like a few workshops and stuff, recording sessions, like beginning recording sessions, writing sessions and stuff, and ever since then I've been making music, man.
Oh, that's mad.
Yeah.
Is it like specific music you make, or like just any?
So with my music journey, I started off as just wanting to rap. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Just wanting to rap, learning how to write bars and stuff. But
Yep.
as I progressed and I grew older and I found out I figured out which avenue I wanted to take in music. Now I kind of don't put myself in certain like genres or anything. I try to stay as versatile as possible.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
But at the moment, I am working on a lot of the new wave stuff, like all the current music scene right now, like all the yeah.
Oh, that's mad. And then like, we have to go. Do you post your like content anywhere else, like anywhere actually?
I did have, but at the moment I'm currently going through like a rebranding phase. So I'm gonna be rebranding myself. Cause I did promise myself 2025 I am gonna be taking music serious. I am gonna actually do it properly this time around. You know what I mean? So soon I will be dropping heaps of music, but on all platforms.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, because at the start you probably just doing it just for fun and stuff, but now you're just like passionate about it.
100%.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Where would you be posting all that?
So I'm gonna be on all platforms. So I'm gonna be on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, whatever platform you choose to listen to, SoundCloud, I'll be on there. Yeah.
Oh man. What other platforms are there? I didn't even know SoundCloud was still around.
Look, SoundCloud is a very, very staple, like it's a staple for like musos that's trying to come up, you know what I mean? Like, cause it's a platform where even like beginners who don't know a thing about music or don't know what they're doing, you know what I mean, can partake and like show off their stuff. Where like unlike Apple Music or Spotify, Tidal, and all of that, you actually you gotta submit, you gotta wait for it to get approved, you gotta go for distribution sites, and
Oh, so it's more like corporate.
SoundCloud, I'm glad to that, yeah.
But the SoundCloud's like, it's more like artist controlled kind of content.
Underground. Yeah,
Oh, I don't know.
yeah, and it supports a lot of the undergrounds, man. I spent years while trying to figure out my own sound. I
Yeah.
spent years on SoundCloud. I'm pretty sure I still got something on SoundCloud. I
Yeah.
just
Okay.
don't want to
What
visit
is
that.
it? Drop
But
it. What is it? Drop it.
I don't even remember, to be honest. I think it's just King, like same thing, King
King
Earzy. I
Earzy.
think I'm
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
sure. Yeah,
You hear that, guys? Go look
yeah,
it up now. Search him now, and then come back.
yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
so he's
King
back
Earzy.
here.
Um, and I'm pretty sure from my old, like from all my old music, I still got one song. No, I've got 3 songs out there in YouTube somewhere,
Oh
um,
yeah,
and one music video and two of my first ever songs I ever recorded.
man. I'll definitely be checking it out afterwards.
Yeah, yeah,
Um.
yeah. Facts.
Okay. So whereabouts did you go to school when you were like younger?
So I actually went to a few schools, to be honest.
Yeah.
So coming
Like in
to Australia,
Sydney.
Sydney, yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm in
Cool. Cool.
Sydney. I've grown up around Sydney Southwest my whole entire life, you know.
Yeah.
So coming to Australia at a young age, around like I can't remember, from around like 4 to 7 years old, I come to Australia.
Okay. Well, what was your background? The mind asking.
I'm Filipino Mexican.
Filipino Mexican. Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, 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 yeah. So Filipino Maori Mexican, but like I just say Filipino Mexican just because I don't really know much about my other side.
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So
So you can
but
say
more
you're very
Filipino.
you can say you're very exotic.
Yeah, you can say that, but Filipino all the way though. Filipino
Yeah.
all the
Yeah.
way. You know what I mean?
And are you
For real.
single?
At the moment, like, look, I'm single, but like I'm just trying to chill at the moment. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Like
Oh, that's fair.
that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So and then you went to school in Sydney. What's the life
Yeah.
like growing up in Australia then?
Damn,
'Cause,
bro.
yeah,
Wow.
that's the question you don't get asked a lot.
It's different, bro. It's yeah. It's different, bro. Cause like growing,
Yeah.
like I don't remember much from Philippines, but coming to Australia, I was very shocked on like the cultural difference.
Oh,
You know what I
same.
mean? And
Yeah.
like the just community standard, I should say. You know what I mean? Like and like, cause I come from a village in Philippines where I don't think like, but the first time I seen a car it was when I went to the city. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So coming to Australia, it did really affect a lot of like my upbringing because like growing up in the southwest where I'm from, like so I grew up in Cabramatta,
Yeah.
Liverpool areas, Miller areas, and that. Growing up in those areas at the time when I was growing up was kind of tough. You know what I mean? It was kind of rough. You know what I mean? Like a lot of kids growing up, like trying to, like boys that thought they had something to prove. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
And yeah, so I grew up around like it was it was tough, but hey, we survived. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, for those people who
So,
doesn't know what the area is like, what's it like in that kind of area? Because I don't know.
yo,
Rough.
so like, so look, straight up the area. I've got a love and hate relationship with the area. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's where my heart, it's where my heart lays. You know what I mean? Like, big props to the area. Now, shout out to the 6'6", 6'5", 6'8". You know what I mean? 70.
Yeah.
Like that's all. And but like the areas can be really gritty, and
Yeah.
it can make or break us up. It could make or break someone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like for example, if like the streets ain't nice, man. Like especially on my ends, streets aren't nice. You know what I mean? We've got boys who are misled. Those following groups, boys who trying to prove that there's someone to no one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It it's a place where it could easily like it's such a warming place where it is a community where like all the boys, if you're a street kid, it's all the boys, you know what I mean, it's all
Yeah.
family, it's
Yeah.
all family and love, but at the same time it could spit you out and break you know what I mean, like it could turn you to it could direct you to a road you necessarily wouldn't have gone through unless you would have gone through the streets, you know what I mean.
True. That's good.
Tough love everywhere,
It
you
is.
know.
Did you get
Yeah.
bullied at all at school, or they try to bully you?
Oh hell yeah, hell yeah! Like they tried. Like
Yeah.
see, you know what I mean? Like when I first came to Australia, like I didn't really know any English. Like I knew words here and there, like
Same.
little words. I couldn't speak sentences and that. And I remember my first ever interaction. Like this is my first ever interaction with like a bully in Australia.
Yeah.
You know, I think I was in like year 3 or something. And
Same. You go first. I'll tell
yeah,
you right after.
and I remember his name was Bon. Hey Bon, shout out to you Bon, like cause you made a gangster. Nah, I'm joking. Nah, but you turned me into a G guy.
Yeah.
I remember I got sat on his table on my first day, and I read the name that was next to me and it said Bon, and I was like Bon, and he looks at me and goes, "Can you speak English?" And I'm like, I don't understand.
Yeah.
All I heard was English, and I'm like, no. And then he's just going, ha ha, like he started mocking me and like that I can't speak and stuff.
Yeah.
And in the Philippines, man, you do that stuff when you're a kid, bro, you get punched straight in the mouth. Word,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like
Yep.
whether you're 3 years old, 5 years old, no matter what the
Exactly.
age is, you
Yep.
know what I mean? And
Yep.
so that's my first interaction of getting in trouble in school and getting bullied, you know what I mean? But yeah, that was mine.
So with my one, because we have like a buddy system. So I had like some guy, or he's like the same, like he's Asian. I still remember his name as well. His name's Johnson. What's up, Johnson?
Big shout out to Bon and Johnson.
Because he was, yeah, we just sitting there, like, made fun of me in English and stuff. Like I didn't understand it, but like when we like everyone ordered their lunch and stuff, and I at the time I didn't have money to buy lunch, so then my parents would like bring lunch from home and just walk into school and hand it to me, and then he took it and took a bite out of it, like no hesitation, just punch him in the mouth, and then it just like starts bleeding and starts crying, and I was like, yeah, I got my lunch back, and then he goes and tells the teacher, and I got in trouble, and I'm just like, I don't know what, just like I don't understand. I think I was trying to say. And then my parents said, well, what happened? Did the teacher called us and everything? You hit someone? It's like, yeah, he took my lunch. I was like, oh, yeah, okay. Because where we came from, we had no food, we got nothing. So
Speak it louder, my bro. Speak it louder, my bro. Hell yeah.
So anyone touches your food, it's like, nah.
Yeah, hey, yo, man, like, that hits different, you know what I mean? That hit different,
Yeah.
because, like,
Yeah.
where we come from, like, especially where I come from as well, you know what I mean? Like, yo, like, I remember being 3, 4 years old, waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning by my Lola, my grandma. She go, hey, yo, we gotta go to the farm. We gotta go find some food, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if not, we're not eating anything for breakfast.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, since then, just like really no bullies after that. So it was good.
Yeah.
You go.
No, I was just trying to listen
Yeah.
to you go.
So yeah, after like school, did you know what you were or what you wanted to be when you were growing up in high school? Like anything? Like
Not in high school.
in high school?
Not in high school, but I did know what I wanted to be when I was in primary.
Oh, primary
Right.
school.
So yeah.
What did you want to be?
So one of my uncles is very like big in the Philippine Navy.
Yep.
And I looked up to this man, you know what I mean? I looked up to this man a lot. And so like, cause I knew I couldn't swim well. I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna be in the Navy, but I'll be a police, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then growing up in Australia, growing up in the hoods that I come from, like, you know, the ends that I come from and that changed my perspective real fast, bro. You know what I mean? Like real fast. And I'm like, hell no, I ain't pursuing that, bro. You know what I mean? And then that's when like, I think it was just before I went to year 7, I started dancing. I started dancing, like properly though. Yeah, I was dancing before that, but properly I started dancing.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, that's why I just took.
Did you have any like crush in primary school?
Crush?
Yeah, like a girl.
I actually do. Wow. Wow. Alright, so like my first ever crush in Australia, right? I remember it was this Spanish chick. She was new to my school, you know, to primary, you know what I mean? And we got on like a house fight, you know what I mean? Like we were full good friends and stuff. Shout out, her name was Cherie. Shout out Cherie.
She's really listening.
Yeah, she became a good like. She was my crush for a bit, but we became really really good friends. You know,
Oh, that's nice.
it became a group of three of us. Yeah, you know, me, my best mate, and her.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, she never knew this, but like, yeah, shout out.
Oh, do you still can keep in contact with her?
No.
Oh, okay, cool.
I do have her. I still do have her on like socials and stuff, but no, we haven't spoke in years.
I'm gonna stalk her later. No, well.
I'll wingman you, don't worry.
I had one as well, and as soon as I got into class, and like her name was Danielle. Danielle, you're listening. You were my primary school crush. She lived just across the street, and I remember I was like, "Oh man, she's so pretty because she got this blonde hair, blue eyes. I will get myself one of those one day."
My guy.
Okay, well, but in high school, did you have any girlfriend in high school?
Yeah. Look, so I was actually like, even though I grew up like pretty rough, like around the boys and all that, you know, I was like, when it came to the girls and stuff, I was a frigid, bro. I was a shy guy, you know. I was
Nah,
like,
same, bro. I was the same.
you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but I had my first, I think I had my first girlfriend in like year 9 or something, you know what I mean? And
Me
like,
too.
and because I've never like, look, I've had girl mates by this time, but I've never asked out a chick, you know what I mean?
Me, yeah, me, yeah.
And this chick, what you call it? She approached me. Yeah, her name, she's this Serbian chick.
Oh, they're so
Yeah.
tall.
I know. So there's this Serbian chick that she approached me one day, like during recess, and she goes, "Hey," like this was so cheesy, so cute though. Like I was a little kid, you know what I mean? She goes, "Hey, look, you wanna have lunch?" I'm just like, I'm there like, you talking to me? Like me? Who you talking to? Like, and she goes, "No, you." And I'm like, "Yeah, all right, or whatever." And then, long story short, just as the bell rang, we were having lunch, chilling and that. As the bell rang, she goes, "Hey, you wanna be my boyfriend?"
Yeah.
And then I'm like, "Yeah, right." Like I didn't know what to say. I was like, "Yeah, right."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I was like, "Okay, so what do you do? You like, what do we do as like what do you do for me?" Like,
Boyfriend,
yeah,
girlfriend.
like so what happens now? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I don't know what to do.
Yeah. And then,
You know what I mean?
and then what you guys do? Like everything else after?
Not, you know what? Like, as my first girlfriend though, we only lost.
One day. No.
Wait, that's not even capping though. It's like a day and a half or some shit. And yeah, what you call it? The next day, you know, we were just do you remember MSN days? Bro, back in the MSN days, bro. Back Bebo MSN days and that
Yeah.
Tumblr days.
Yeah.
So we were just, you know, MSN all night, you know, messing all night, and then everything was all good. Then the next day, I didn't see her until like lunchtime, and then she was dating another bloke. I'm like,
That she met on MSN.
no, he was from the next class over from me, actually. And that's how I found out I need to be a G. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it's not.
yeah.
I'm joking.
I know a bit of Serbian because my friend's Serbian. So if you know any Serbian, you go you can say something like "Disi visoka."
Oh, that sounds cool.
That means you're very tall.
All the words that I got taught was like, because I did going to Cabra High, there was a lot of Serbians there too, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So like,
I know all the swear words.
yeah, swear that's
Pichka.
all I know, man. Pichka.
Let's go. Yeah.
Push me,
Or you-
kurat. Nah.
Yeah, good idea. Or you can say jut, or
Yeah.
which is short for jute,
Yeah,
which is shut up.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
what else do I know? I think it's something to do because in Victoria here, there's a club and there's like Serbian nights.
Yeah,
And I go there and I just talk to all the chicks. All the chicks are like 6'2". I was like, oh man, I mean, heaven, this is great. You know, I go up to them and this Asian guy going up and speaking Serbian to the girls. All the girls love it. They go, oh my god, this is so funny.
Yeah, facts.
But it's fun. It's fun. So after high school, what would you end up doing? Like, do you work or?
So I kinda look. I going to high school was a big shock for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because coming from a family who had nothing, coming to Australia, I thought as a kid, I'm gonna study real good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was an A straight student, like, and up until like year eight.
Nah, same.
And
You copying me.
yeah, man, like year eight. Year eight, I was an A straight student, and then that's when like I started hanging out with the street kids, the cool kids that people used to say back in the days, which were at the time heavily influenced by like the street culture, you know what I mean, like because where I'm from there was a big like big gangs happening at the moment, groups
too.
happening at the moment at those times, and it was like the rise of like like the groups, like big groups of now, it's like the early days of those big groups now, and like a lot of us boys were very influenced by them, and I actually got like I got expelled from 4 different schools.
Okay.
And I got kicked out of home by the age of like 14, 13. I got kicked out of home, and
Okay.
I've been working, hustling ever since, so like
Yeah. What'd you do for work?
my first ever job was actually Woolies.
Woolies.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah,
not
yeah,
too bad.
yeah.
That's not too bad.
And then I quit there. I quit there because like I started getting too heavily involved with the boys and stuff. And then I became a street pharmacy, like a pharmacist. And I did that for years, bro. And like kids don't do that shit, man. You know what I mean?
Don't do
Yeah, like
It's not.
I used to think it was all fun and games, bro, and it was, but it was, if I could, I don't regret anything I did in my life because it made me the person I am now. But
Yes, that's a good way to look at it. Yeah.
I wish I did it different. I wish, like I used my brain a little bit more and not followed such a crowd. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that's who will shape you. I mean, study. That's who it shaped you out to be anyway. So in a sense, it's kind of a positive, but not. But then now you have like all the lessons to teach other people what not to do, and things like that.
100%, man. Like, especially as a musician and as an artist, like when I was dropping constantly, like regularly, like I was active in the music industry, the music scene stuff.
Yeah.
I did have a lot of people, I did have a little bit of a fan base, but that also meant I am now someone, potentially someone looked up to. You know what I mean? Someone
Exactly.
that
A role model.
like a role model. Yeah, exactly. And like, I never had that growing up. My role models were gangsters and hustlers. You know what I mean? Like, so like I never had a good role model growing up, and so I look at it now that if I can, be a better example for someone else, why not? You know what I mean?
Right.
It's free. It's free.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So why not?
Exactly. So you're 28 now. Do you have any kids or?
Yeah. I actually got 5 kids, man. Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
Okay. To one person or multiple?
Nah,
Don't mind asking.
multiple, multiple females. But look, nevertheless, all blessings. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay, yeah.
I'm grateful and thankful to God. First of all, I want to say glory to God because He gets the credit to all my my everything that happens with me, like blessings with my family and that. It's all in God's glory. You know what I mean?
Okay, what ages are they?
So I've got an 8-year-old.
Yeah.
I've got a 7-year-old,
Yeah.
a 5-year-old, and 2 3-year-olds.
2 3-year-olds. Are they twins?
Yeah. No. So they
or they just like all
they're close, very close,
Close.
close to that. But yeah,
okay.
yeah. But them two highlights.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They showed me a softer side of me that I didn't think I would actually find again. You know what I mean?
Yeah. have the kids listened to any of your music?
Man, my son Ashton is my biggest fan. Like
Oh, that's
my
good.
biggest fan, and that's why I don't think whether I make it big and successful and have a big name
Yeah.
or not, or or stay stagnant as I am now as a musician. Either way, I am happy and grateful because the only one person that matters, as long as this kid sees me, he's my fan and adores what I do.
Yeah.
I would never
That's what you
stop
want.
it. That's it.
I know.
That's it, bro.
You feel it there. No,
Yeah,
that's good, that's good.
100%. My biggest inspiration, man.
I was gonna say, are they your inspiration making some of the music that you make?
Oh, most definitely, bro. Like,
Yeah.
see, when it comes to music, man, like, I'm not to, not to down any other people's music and, like, not to, judge the way other people do their music and stuff and what kind of content they make. But
Yeah.
me personally, man, like, I don't talk about your normal, like, drug money, sex, party, rah, 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 drill, kill people.
I'm with you. But I'm with you
I
on
don't
that
do
one.
that.
Bitches get money, get them.
Yeah. I can't do that, man. Like, I really cannot. Like, you know what I mean?
That's what they could sing about, and like to the same beat. It's like,
And like all this drill music and shit, like yo, like don't get me wrong, some people can make some fire drill, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Fire.
yeah, of course.
But I'm not about that, bro. I left that scene for a reason, you know what I mean?
Of course.
But all my music is all from experience and from the feelings I feel from, whether from my family or things I went through, you know what I mean? But most of my inspiration really does come for my kids, you know what I mean? Because like most of my musics are like stories I've gone through in hopes one day when they grow up and they listen to it, they're like, hey yo, if they go through that kind of stuff, they listen to my music and be like, hey yo, dad went through the same thing.
You can relate to it,
You know
exactly.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like yo, this is what dad did to get past it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so like it's like my own like manual of like, cause I don't get to see my all my kids all the time. I only
of
get to
course.
see some of them all the time.
Yeah.
Some of them. So it's like my little manual saying, yo, I might not be here right now, but I'm thinking of you, and this is my own manual of trying to help you in the future if you are stuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's mad, bro. That's mad.
Yeah.
Mad respect. Because I think the first time I met you, it was in like a live stream, and then I'm like, oh my god, he's another guy playing another demo. Like, wow, let's hear it. And you put it on, and I was like, hey, he's actually pretty good. He's actually good, man.
Gang. I appreciate you.
I liked it. That's when I was like, no, he's got talent. So that's
No, I
when we first
appreciate
met.
it. Thank you.
Oh, that's mad. Okay, going forward, like, what do you see yourself in, like, let's say 5 years from now? Where do you want to be?
In 5 years from now, like realistically, I'm gonna be one of the biggest artists in Australia.
Hell yeah! Don't forget to get me tickets to your concert.
Front seat, my man, front seat. Don't worry, tour bus in that, you know. But no, honestly, like it's like before it used to be words. To me, it used to be just words. Things that I just used to say, dream of, or like say that I want to do. But now it's like it will happen. Like there's no ifs but I've put my mind into it. Like I've decided that's what I want to do. And in 5 years, I'm gonna be one of the biggest staple artists of Australia.
Man.
And
that's a good way to go about
this place heard it first. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Let me heard it
exclusive.
First. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. No, I totally agree with you on that, because a lot of people will just say and they just say it for the sake of saying things, and then like when it comes to actually following through, not many actually do. Even if it's like for themselves or for other people, they just don't take that one step. Either they're a bit scared or a bit anxious, but that's okay. That's normal. I try to tell them, hey, it's okay to feel scared and normal, but you got to take that step. Even if you fail, at least you can learn something from it, and you can keep going and going. Just don't stop. So
100%. Hey, look, man. I'm as scared and as anxious as the next person, bro.
Same.
Like I've been making music for so many years now, on. I'm going to the 10 recording and being a recording artist stuff, like 5-6 years, but into music, it's into music and stuff, journey of music, probably like 10 to 15 as well. You know what I mean?
Like, heaps long.
And like, bro, I'm as nervous as I was the first day I started this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And look, it gets taught. You start learning how to cope with it and deal with it. But in that scared, that feeling that you get, that scared that you get, or the anxiousness that you get, will never go away, man. Because music is an evolving kind of industry, man.
Yeah,
You
so
always gotta,
yeah, that little butterflies you have, it just means you care because you
100%.
care about what you're
100%.
producing. That's mad because like people, if you don't have that, like that little anxiousness, that little butterfly, it just means you don't give a shit about anything or anything. So you just go and do it for the sake of doing it. But that's good as long as you enjoy what you do. You never have to work a day in your life.
Someone in the group, like that was in the that where I met you, said something that I really took on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're like, "Hey, man, be careful how you use your words, cause the power of words is so powerful." You know what I mean? It can bring up a lot of joy, a lot of sadness, a lot of pain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's how you use it. How you use it, and the intent behind the words is what you will get. You know what I mean?
That is true. That's true.
100%. 100%.
You can be like, oh, fuck you, or like, hey, fuck you.
Yeah, 100%.
It's how you use it. It's how you use it
Or
in
like,
context.
or like when you're just like joking, like, "Oh, fuck you, man." Like,
Yeah,
what the- you know what I mean?
exactly.
But like, that's why I say, like, cause I used to be that guy, bro, that you just described before. Like, I used to say all this, I used to say all that, but when it came to crunch, I'd crumble. Like, example for dancing, right? I ran away, bro. I ran away. Like, I was a dancer. I was a footy player, and I was successful on both ends, bro. Like, I was in a crew. Like, I was in a crew for dancing that made it
What's the
15.
name of your crew?
So back in the day, I was in a crew called Supreme. But
Supreme, yeah.
yeah. So those so those are main stage Supreme. Like, there's all these Islander group Supreme that I met from thingy. But I had my own little crew that we created. We called it Supreme. You know what I mean? Cause,
Okay, yeah.
you know what I mean? And then we kind of stopped. Being together because like we couldn't come up with a better name, and we didn't want to be like the other Supreme. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I was really close with the other Supreme group as well. I danced with back in the days when Cookies and Cream first came out.
Oh yeah. That's a good time.
I danced with the I was good, like, I was taught by in high school by Jet Valencia, their choreographer, their manager and stuff.
Wow.
I danced with back in the Jerk and Dougie days. Like, what you call it? I used to I can't remember what the crew was called. But one crew, like we used to have like this rival that was first in Australia in Jerk and Dougie and stuff. I crumped a little bit with some of the boys in Pirate Crew. The Pirates is Australia's at the moment, still at the moment, and it's been going on for years too. They're still Australia's #1 crump crew, and big shout out to them, man. Yeah.
What's the name again?
The Pirates.
The Pirates.
Yeah, one of the boys. He's really big content creator. Like, he gets his videos goes viral on TikTok all the time. He's Mark Shutdown.
Really? Mark Shutdown. Oh, cool. I'm gonna have to look at that after because I'm
he's one of my
interested.
classmates. Like,
No way.
I used to I used to learn, like, every time he used to do like little classes, or like they'd have like little dance meetups and stuff. I used to try to link up, or I'd link up because me and him are good mates anyways. He's danced on some of my old videos too.
Oh man.
Yeah.
For those who don't understand what krumping is, can you describe that? Krumping?
It's an explosive. Krumping is like an explosive type of like dance to release emotions.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm bad. See, I haven't like kept in touch with like dancing. So like there is an abbreviation for crump. I just can't remember what it's called right now.
Yeah.
But it's like a physical body movement. Like, it's like a dance style that lets you release aggressiveness and like emotion through dance. You know what I mean? So it's like it's like going to war and fighting someone. You know what I mean? It's like you're boxing someone while dancing. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Would it be weird if I asked you to just like show us one quick move or something, or not? There you go. Krumping.
Yeah.
Because that's not like a really mainstream dance style, is it? No, I don't think.
Back in the day, no, it wasn't. But right now, you'd be like
Reckon it is.
the crump community has evolved and blown into such and flourished into such a beautiful community, man. Like. A big shout out to those who stayed solid and like loyal to the art of crump. Like big shout out to not even just art of crump, but to any crump, like any art of dance or any type of art at all.
Yeah.
If you've stuck to it, be proud of yourself, man. Big shout out to you.
100%.
You know what I mean?
That's
But
mad.
yeah, crump bird now, like now I know more crumpers now than I did back in the days. You know what I mean? Like crump has evolved to such a big community. Like if you can ask the next person now and like ask them, do you know what crump is? And they'll be like, hell yeah, that's cool. But back in the days, you would ask someone, do you know what crump is? They'll be like, what the hell's that?
Yeah, because I think when I first learned about it, it was in Step Up.
Fact. I think that's where most people learned about it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's, it is.
That's a great movie. I might have to watch it again. I've seen number 2, but I want to watch all 3. We should do like a movie marathon or something. Watch it together on stream.
We should. Hell yeah.
So there's number 3. What's number 3 about?
Yeah. Let me think it out.
Yeah. You do that too. I didn't know there was number 3 because I remembered. I was like, oh yeah, number 1, number 2.
But there's like number 5 or some shit now, man.
What?
Yeah, dude. Like number 3 is like when
Is Channing still in there?
I think he does go in there at the end or like one of the battles. I'm pretty sure. It's either that number 3 or number 2. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like I'm pretty sure it is number 3 because that's when Moose gets introduced to the pirates, and that's when Moose learns how to dance with a big crew and a versatile crew, and that has their own their own section, like their own crew house.
Oh,
and
nice.
it was cool, and they added a lot of feature lighting. Production went to it. It's so good, man. Shout out to the dancers too, bro. They did well.
So they made enough money from the first one.
Sure, way enough money, man.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. There's some blockbuster type shit, bro.
How come I've never heard about number 2 or 3? I definitely know number 2, but didn't know there was number 3. But I guess.
Yeah, there's 2. So there's
Mariam
step
was
ups.
in number 2. Was he?
I think so.
Yeah, I think that's when he released his song Icebox.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, something about.
But yeah, there's hella step up. There's hella step up now, man. Like, I'm not too keen on on the on the last step up movie that it's good, but I'm not too keen on the last step up movie that they made.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
So you don't get cancelled, it's alright.
No, not about getting cancelled. I reckon from growing up and being a big fan of Step Up, even though they incorporated a lot of modern things and futuristic things and all different styles, I think in my opinion, it wasn't too standard to the other Step Up movies. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It wasn't as enjoyable to watch as the other ones. You know what I mean?
Is it because they try to make it too much of a story and drama as opposed to dance? Is what the movie's supposed to be?
Hell yeah!
Dance movie.
Hell yeah!
Yeah, and then they try to make it all drama and a love
Hell yeah.
story, blah blah blah. But then hey, you forgot about dance, bro. This was a dance movie.
100%, man.
Yeah, so that's what's that movie with the car one? What is it? Fast and Furious. Started about cars, and then it got into espionage and terrorism and all this stuff. It's it's about cars and street racing and stuff.
Family scandals and drama. It's all about family.
The family. Oh my god.
Hey yo, man, those talking about Fast and Furious, funny because a few years back, when there was a rumor that that went around from with the boys, and one of the boys suddenly come up to me and goes, "Hey, yo, Earzy, man." I was like, "Yo, what's up?" And he goes, "Did you know Vin Diesel is gay?" And I'm like, "Wait, what?"
I
I'm like,
had that rumor too.
I'm like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Apparently he's dating that Sheldon Cooper from Big Bang."
I didn't hear that one.
I'm like, nah, surely not. And then at the time, all these fake news and fake articles.
Yeah, we believe
was
everything
on,
back then.
Yeah, and I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
How does his voice sound so deep then? I wonder how his gay voice sounds like. But yeah, no, you know what I mean. But nevertheless, I love that franchise, the Fast and Furious, until they started taking overboards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take it way overboard. Is that like?
What's your favorite
jet
one, man?
planes. Oh, you have to be number 1 and 2. Like it's one of the rare movies where number 2 is actually good. I reckon, but
Yeah, hell yeah.
yeah.
Nah, my one was what you call it, the Tokyo Drift.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's number 2.
Yeah, that's my favorite one out of all of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What is that? I remember what is it? Back then, there's all okay. Whenever movie came out for the whole year, there's always like some whatever like movie that made fun of all the movies, and they made like a parody of every single movie.
Hell yeah, like scary movie type shit. Yeah.
Like, oh, that's so funny. And I remember Mike Myers or something. They made fun of Tokyo Drift, and then there was like, there's "fuck me" and there's "fuck you."
Yeah, man. Like, bro, I remember those days. You know what? I was never allowed to watch any of those like parody movies back at home growing up. You know what I mean? So when I left home, I binged everything because I remember not being allowed to watch Family Guy even.
Yeah.
Or South Park, and then when I left home
South
and
Park,
started
yeah.
watching South Park, and I watched that first episode where I can't remember his name. I think it was Cartman. He goes, "Fuck you, Mr. Garrison." Like, oh my God, your dick just fell off your pants, Mr. Garrison. Fuck you, go chase it.
Oh, you do really good, Carl. Or the bit where it goes, oh, suck my dick, Mr. Garrison. It's like, present them. Oh, suck my balls. And it's like, oh.
Why you always looking at me, Mr. Garrison? Suck my balls. Hey, Kenny. Fuck you, Kenny.
Wait, did you watch any animes as you were growing up?
Dude, I would say I am like like geek at heart when it comes to anime. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I'm a proper weeb at heart. Like I reckon I've seen over like 500 to 1,000 animes, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but anime was a big staple to my, like upbringing and like my childhood, like especially like growing up, got before school, would have back in the days Toasted TV, Cheese TV and stuff, roller
Oh,
coaster.
remember Cheese TV?
Hell yeah, and I'd wake up at like 6 o'clock just so I can make
Yeah.
it to 6:30. I can watch Pokemon, then from Pokemon to Yu-Gi-Oh, then from Yu-Gi-Oh, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and then it will go on to like, all right, sweet, now I gotta go to school. Damn, I gotta turn off the TV. But yeah, I watched heaps, man.
Did you enter one of the competitions and stuff?
I actually did. So in a roller coaster, I don't know if you remember roller coaster.
Yeah.
They did like send in your artwork or send in your
I
la
did
la
that
la.
too, yeah.
I did that and I got sent back a ripstick. I won and they gave me a ripstick. Yeah.
I did the K Zone one with Cheese TV, and you could color it in, and I actually won, so I got like a whole year subscription of K Zone or Kid Zone, Kid Zone or K Zone.
No, kids. Yeah, K-Zone.
Yeah, Kid Zone, yeah,
I did
magazine.
the exact same thing for me for Cheese TV. Yeah, for roller coaster.
Man, that
Yeah.
was so cool. And I was like, that's the first time I ever won. I was like, wow, this is cool.
Cause like I think it was draw your own superhero or villain. You know what I mean? And I can't remember what I did.
Yeah.
I do remember. I was like, my power was I can turn into like a fire lizard that can shoot fire at people. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But I cannot burn anyone but the bad guys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then I won. Yeah, I remember that. Holy shit. Damn.
Interesting. What a time.
Yeah,
Wait, what?
far
I
out.
think my microphone's cutting in now. I don't know if you can hear me.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Wait.
You're good.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good. You're good. You're good.
Wait. Oh, someone's calling you. Testing. Oh, one of my ear don't work. Wait. Let's see. Hello? Yeah, you're back. Okay, got you back. Awesome. And then after that, like, did you play any sports?
Yeah, dude. Oofed. So growing up, I actually did like do sprints. I did sprints and rugby.
Oh yeah.
Like, so I did rugby league. I played rugby league most of my, like, you know, my childhood life, you know, some of my teenage life. I did rugby league, Ostag, dancing, of course. I did parkour.
Oh, dude, that's hard. I tried parkour like 3 months ago and I hurt myself and I stopped.
I fractured my kneecap because of parkour.
Oh, you fractured it
Yeah.
recently or like a long time ago?
A long time ago. I fractured it and I couldn't walk for like 3-4 weeks, right? With like bend it properly, and like I thought it was just, you know, bruised up. So I never took precautions for it, and then I shattered my kneecap while dancing. Yeah. So that kind of, even though I did run away, I ran away from dancing. I did, you know, have a reason as well to stop dancing as well, because like I can't dance the same with my leg. But nevertheless, if someone wants to battle, I've got it. Now I'm joking.
One day I want to challenge you. I'll lose.
One day.
I'll lose, but it'd be a good laugh, I reckon.
Yeah, oh, definitely. You know, banter.
Yeah.
Real.
Because we grew up playing soccer.
Oh, nice.
And we were pretty good at it, but after that, yeah, like you said, injuries that stopped me, because like I was like, if I can't work and when I'm injured, I can't make money. So then I was just like, oh, you know, what's even the point?
Yeah, definitely, man. Did you have any did you follow any teams, like anything?
No, I didn't follow any team. I like the sport, but I didn't like specifically follow any team. Nah. I still to this day don't follow any teams, but I like watching the sport. For example, you know, footy, rugby's, soccer and stuff like that. But I just don't follow a specific team.
I've been really into I've been tapping into, because I did play a lot of basketball growing up as well, being Filipino. You know what I mean? So I've been like, you know, getting back into like shooting hoops lately, and like following like NBA. And man, wait, what date is it now? It's Wednesday. We've got 14 days until season starts. Yeah.
Who do you follow?
I'm a Mavericks fan, man.
Mavericks. Who's that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dallas Mavericks, Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving. We just got Klay Thompson from Golden State Warriors. They made the biggest mistake giving that man to us, because now we've got 3 hyper like athletes in our team that can lead in one game. Stupid. You should have not done that to us. You know what I mean? Like, we choked, because we choked on the playoff last year, so we lost playoff. But I reckon this year we're gonna win playoff with the team that we have. Yeah,
how does the playoff work for those who don't know?
So playoff. So there's East Conference, West Conference in basketball. So there's like, you know, one half of America, the other versus the other, and they have their own like competition, like the ladder ranks, right?
Yep.
And the best from each conference made up at the end, and have a 7-match rally. You know what I mean?
What's that called? The playoffs. Yeah, the playoffs.
The playoffs. Yeah. So you do a 7-match.
7, yeah.
Yeah, and if you lose 3 in a row, that's a
Straight loss.
Clean. Just straight loss. You get cleaned out. So this year we lost the first 2 games, won the 3rd game, so we didn't get wiped out, and then we lost you know what I mean? We lost the last game, so because they got 3 ahead of us, you know what I mean, and we didn't even have 2, you know what I mean? So we lost, instant loss. I'm just like, damn. But hey, this year we got it. Our team manager and how he worked around our team this year. Like, if we don't get to the finals or to the playoff again, I would be very surprised. You know what I mean? I would very, very surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, what about, okay, so this year, where do you reckon you will want to, or where do you want to be by the end of this year? Like what?
Honestly, man, this year is just my wind down year. You know what I mean? So like, I'm just trying to spend as much time,
Just trying to find your feet.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Spend just much time with my family, with my kids as much as possible, because I know next year is gonna be a very, very busy year. It's gonna be a lot of very stressful, very, you know, I'm very healthy. I'm pretty sure of it as well. You know, it's gonna be a pretty healthy year, but I know I won't be able to have like the same free time and, you know, freeness as I do now. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to soak it all in, spend as much time as family, you know, friends, those who give me time, you know what I mean? Like,
of course.
Give time to those who give me time, you know what I mean? Like, and like just trying to find myself, my feet again, and like be the best version of myself for next year. Not just for myself and my music career, but also for my family and my kids too, you know, because they deserve that. They deserve a trying father, you know what I mean? So
excellent. Oh, that's good. Yeah. Like, I'll tell you what, you got like a positive outlook on life. You know, your attitude is great, and you have good driven passions behind it as well. So I can't see you do anything but succeed from here on in, if you ask me, if I'm honest. So just keep going, man. Like just keep going.
Honestly, man, like I just, you know, like that's I just look at it as like, yo, man, like my family deserves this, you know what I mean? Like
100%.
like my family deserves this as much as I do, you know what I mean? And also when it comes to the music, you know, like I said before, I did have a lot of people, you know, waiting around for me for my music drop, and like I had a few fans in there, and till this very day I still get messages, I still get, you know, DMs and stuff saying, hey yo man, when's the next track coming out, or when are you gonna start dropping again, or if you're not gonna drop, can you please like send us some demos, you know, we just want to hear something. And for them to wait around for so many years, you know what I mean, and still get messages, it's like, damn, they deserve this too, you know, like the people that listen, people that give me the time and, you know, support my music and my craft, they deserve this as much as I do, man, you know what I mean? So like, big shout out to everyone, man.
Yeah, no, 100%. No, that's good. Hey, look, there's so many more questions I'm gonna keep asking you, but like we can keep talking for hours and hours, you know.
100%.
I'm gonna cap this at about an hour-ish mark. But I would love to have you back on maybe like in the near future for like maybe part 2, if you don't mind.
Oh, it'll be my pleasure, my man. It'll be my pleasure. Yeah.
Tell you what, it's been fun. Like.
Yeah, for sure.
But thanks. I guess I'll chat to you offline now. I'm going to check out those videos and stuff like that. Was there anything else you want to say before we go?
Before I go, I just want to, you know, like for those who are going to be watching this and those who, you know, if those who have problems, if they run into this video, I just want to say, man, like, if you're going through stuff, if you're like, you know, you're struggling and stuff, just remember you're human, you know, you're human. Take it easy on yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't let anyone, you know, cloud your judgment. If you want to do something, go do it, man. Like, don't let anyone bring you down, you know. Surround yourself with family and friends, those who, you know, will give you the time and day and show you love and care, you know what I mean? And show you that they want to be around. Cut yourself out from any toxic environment, because you are a product of that environment. And make sure, you know, you keep yourself healthy, keep yourself honest, and stay true to yourself, guys, you know what I mean? Be better than yesterday. That's all I gotta say.
Thanks, brother. That was great. Thanks heaps.
Thank you, Lammy. Thank you for having me.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.